Sarah Ferguson's divorce settlement was minuscule compared with Princess Diana. Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew had one of the most controversial divorces in British royal family. They split in 1992 and the divorce was finalized in 1996. However, unlike Princess Diana, the Duchess of York didn't get much from Queen Elizabeth or from her husband. There were reports that stated that Sarah walked away with millions after her split from Prince Andrew, but she claimed that she didn't get anything. Later, she changed her statements and said that her divorce settlement provided her £15,000 a year. But what is the truth? As per the Telegraph, the Duchess of York and her two daughters, Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice, received about £3 million as part of the settlement. It was said that Sarah's claim that she was abundant financially by the royal family upset the senior members of the royal family, but they didn't say anything. The truth is that Sarah received over £500,000 from Queen Elizabeth so that she could buy a new home. Her Majesty also gave her £1.4 million for her daughter's trust fund and £350,000 cash, which she could use however she wants. On top of these, the agreement also stated that Prince Andrew will shoulder his daughter's school tuition. She and their children will get a monthly allowance, and the amount was based on the Duke of York's salary as a Royal Navy officer. While this appears to be a good settlement, it was revealed that Princess Diana actually got more than what Sarah received from Queen Elizabeth. Reader's Digest reported that the London newspaper leaked the details about Princess of Wales' settlement, which allegedly around £22.5 million. She was said to have received another £600,000 stipend to pay for her private office. Princess Diana got more because she signed a confidentiality agreement while Sarah refused. Without this kind of contract, Princess Andrew's ex-wife is free to talk about her life when she was still part of the royal family. In fact, she was able to publish a few autobiographies and she granted interviews which allowed her to earn money. If Sarah gave her consent to the confidential agreement, she could have left Buckingham Palace with more cash in her pockets. Queen Elizabeth could give her as much as what Princess Diana received from her own divorce settlement. She chose to talk. Now she's reported to have more debts than money to spend. Her net worth as of 2018 is just $1 million. Sophie's advantage over Princess Diana and Sarah Ferguson that made them resent her. Queen Elizabeth II's youngest son, Prince Edward, is perhaps the least visible among his royal siblings. The preference for a low-key lifestyle extends even to his wife, Sophie, Countess of Wessex, and their two children, Lady Louise Windsor and James, Viscount Severn, and who, despite being Her Majesty's grandkids, are without the Her Royal Highness title. That's why it's surprising to hear that despite Sophie's low-profile lifestyle, there was a point in a time where she was resented by her two high-profile sisters-in-law. According to reports, this was because of the perceived difference in treatment that Queen Elizabeth II gave the Countess of Wessex even before she married Prince Edward. Sophie, who married Prince Edward in 1999, joined the royal family much later than Princess Diana and Sarah Ferguson did, as alleged, who married Prince Charles in 1981, Prince Andrew in 1986 respectively. In fact, Diana was already dead before Sophie and Edward tied the knot, but the three ladies did meet when Sophie was still Prince Edward's girlfriend, and it was at this point Diana Fergie saw how different Sophie's entry into the royal family was compared to their own. The Princess of Wales and Duchess of York only discovered how difficult royal life could be after they were engaged and already en route to the altar. Royal author Ingrid Stewart wrote in her book Prince Edward, which came out in 1995, Lady Di in particular reportedly had a rough time adjusting to the lifestyle that even she tried to call off her engagement to Prince Charles. In contrast, Sophie had a much easier transition to life as a member of the royal family. Sophie was given a careful and subtle introduction, in fact, that didn't escape the notice of Diana and Sarah. The author said Sophie was already allowed to stay in the palace even when she was still Prince Edward's girlfriend. Princess Diana and Sarah Ferguson, on the other hand, only moved into the palace after their respective engagements for Prince Charles and Prince Andrew. Thus, it's understandable for Diana and Sarah to be a little displeased about what they viewed as a preferential treatment from Queen Elizabeth II. Both later complained with more than edge of resentment in their voices that they had received no such help as they struggled to get on terms with the new situation, Stewart wrote. But It turns out Her Majesty was very practical reason for allowing Prince Edward and Sophie to be together as much as possible before they got engaged. Given the problematic marriages of Edward's siblings, the monarch wanted her younger son to know her girlfriend before committing to an engagement. The failures of marriages of Edward's beloved sister Anne, and then in rapid and ever more embarrassing succession, Andrew and Charles, made him even more determined to put caution before commitment. Stuart added, "It turned out that Queen Elizabeth too changed in attitude was right all along. Prince Edward and Sophie just celebrated their 20th wedding anniversary this year, proving that their union is as durable as ever."